But you know, like the Japanese, right? They always continue to improve on the same thing, make that perfect. So this is called it's called PDCA, plan, do, check, action. PDCA process theory, for process improvement. Always, you know, after action, find out the gap, evaluate whether this is have achieved, then set up a new goal, then go to the next cycle. Yeah, it's kind of a development process for IT, right? So all IT, you got budget every year, right? You know, $10 million, right? How to spend it, right? You always find new things to invest, to improve. It's PDCA, plan, do, check, action. So this is a corporate, which is based on the PDCA, and manage each of the framework of the PDCA process, right? And for you as IT manager or CIO, you need to do each of the parts: planning, implementation, and control, and action. Then review the gap. So right now the version called 5.0. So when you work for the company, for example, like Walmart, from Amazon, most likely IT want you comply. This is a copied framework, yeah, and make sure that's clean. Confidential information should not be there, right? Follow this copied framework. So in general, it follow this PDCA: plan, yeah, do, control, and action. More detail in the compliance. The mid side is related to IT governance. So typically it's IT resource, right? Talk about you know, your people, your infrastructure, the communication, your information, your data, and the application, not about application parts. Then organized by IT process, yeah. And what's input, what's doing, what's output, and IT goal. And this is also called copy the queue, because the manager the 3 dimension. So we IT, right, always support business. What's your business goal? Yeah. Then need investment. We need a better computer, right? For example, you know, we have used this BlackBerry for 30 years already. Now it's obsolete. We need to buy a new one, yeah, and have better speed and more integrated in your personal device, right? So always support business goal, yeah. And what's business requirement? So we IT strategy support business goal. And you say, oh, we want the new manufacturer. Well, that's a business goal, right? Because the demand for our product very well. Yeah. Now you need to put IT, put everything there, right? Computer, server, software there, right? So it's common sense, right? So we IT support business expansion. Then what's your IT process? Yeah. Everyone should follow. Yeah. What's the IT resource? Hardware, software, right? In this IT team, or IT support development team as well, right? So there's 3 dimensions. So this also relates to maturity level. So what's the level? That give you a different level, yeah. So when you work for a big company, right? They always push you. We do certification for copy, 4.0. 5.0, right? Each one has specific requirement. Yeah. So this is particularly very important for outsourcing company, for consulting company. Oh, we are copied 5.0 certificate. Yeah. It's a requirement. If you don't do that, we cannot take our project because we have a problem copied with you, right? Our IP maybe branched by our competitor, right? So then you must comply. But for the large organization, you have to drive what's the level. Okay? So this is about IT governance, yeah? And how to control, manage your IT investment. And we particularly introduced the copy framework. Yeah. So the next one is about IT security, information security, related to also IT management. Okay. So the privacy issue, right? A lot of companies got big trouble. Yeah, all the big 5 companies got trouble.
It's not
Facebook.
I'm sorry,
yeah?
I didn't mean you could give up. I just want to say, like, it's
We
not
cover
just,
what are you concerned? Yeah.
it's not just business concern, it's also daily people concern, you know. So I think business should make people believe that it's safe to share the information, you know, and they have to prove that that information that we are sharing is completely private, you know.
Well, from what we made on the business, right? You private each person, right? When you buy something, you put in your credit card, right? You know, always symbol, yeah. There can be a fraud, yeah. Not a lot of fraud nowadays. So this is talk about information privacy issue. So that's a video, but you have no time to watch it. Well, can we watch some? Maybe let's see whether we can watch it. That give you some concern. It's from a Canadian perspective. Okay, let's watch it.
I designed the Group 6 belt because there was 3 things that I hated
About
the pro.
You did it.
This is Marketplace. 4 Canadians, 1 big surprise. Hey, Jason.
Hey, how are you?
They're about to find out we've hijacked their phones. Text messages, we had access to that.
Everything?
We also had access to your camera phone. What? About 3/4 of us own a smartphone with a dozen apps or more. But when we download them, how much personal information are we giving up?
I'm in shock. Now I'm just going through my head. What else was I doing on my phone?
It makes you feel violated. We're putting your privacy to the test like never before. We're creating our very own app. So that's our home page, using similar privacy policies to popular ones already out there. How many apps do you have on both those phones?
Too many to count, I guess.
Why? Well, it seems like we're getting a lot from them, right? Convenience, entertainment, connecting with friends. Could you live without apps?
I could, but I'd rather not.
But what are the consequences? To find out, we're in the tech capital of the world, San Francisco, to meet up with Domingo Guerra, president and co-founder of Appthority.
A lot of times we'll download an app thinking it's a flashlight, thinking it's a game, thinking it's a social media app, but it's so much more bundled into it.
He's analyzed over 4 million applications. Listen up, he's got a message for every phone addict out there.
An app could access anything. It could turn on the audio to listen into your conversations even if you're not using the phone. It could turn on the front or back camera to take video or pictures, and it's with you all the time, so it's really the perfect spy tool.
That's why Appthority has agreed to design and build our app. It's got to be something fun and free, so we decide on a horoscope. It's easy to create, but could have big consequences for you. In less than a day, check this out. A new company and a website complete with an app you can download called My Daily Horoscope. Time to make our sales pitch in Toronto. Our app that we're testing out is called My Daily Horoscope.
Okay.
It's free to download. You willing to try it out?
Yeah, sure.
Sure, I could do that. Our app is only available to Android phone users. Other platforms won't support it. You're part of an exclusive group that's going to get a sneak peek at our Daily Horoscope app.
Nice.
While we get a sneak peek into their lives.
You're gonna accept? Of course.
Remember, our horoscope app has similar permissions as some of the big companies, and everything we have access to is spelled out in our terms and conditions.
Now what? What's
I got to click or agree when I read those terms and conditions.
You didn't even read them.
I did.
Did you?
Like reading skills are
That
like.
was like speed reading.
That was on purpose. There's a general rule I know what's going to be in here, but I always like to skim through anyway. I'm
What?
sorry, you can have to give me a second here.
Are you reading that quickly?
Skimming, I'm skimming.
Okay. They all agree to our terms before downloading the app. But do they really know what they're giving us access to? Their photos, call logs, text messages, location, even their microphone.
It's the application and user license agreement. Privacy ones, the ones that no one ever reads.
No one ever reads it?
No.
Our app expert is not surprised.
It's very difficult to follow up with all the terms and conditions if we put ourselves in a normal situation. So if you go and buy a shirt at a store and the clerk asks you for your phone number, your parents' phone numbers, your parents' address, your calendar, your location for the last 10 days, you'd never do it. But when an app asks for that permission, we have no problem clicking OK.
Yep, same thing with our testers. But they are eager to read their horoscope.
You can get old school today. Make a few phone calls instead of text. You might uncover some brilliant plans.
If what's troubling you, sunshine, confide in a friend today, and don't worry, it'll pass.
You get a message from an old friend that brightens your day. You know you might need to reach out first, right?
And just like that, we have instant access to their private lives. Okay, so people have downloaded our app. Let's see what we've got. Let's check out the call logs for one of our testers. Yeah, we can see everything. Just a quick scan. And there's some phone calls to mom. Jason, what do we got here? Sticking out his tongue. Fun selfie. One of the things we can do is record a photo from their actual phone. Let's take a look at this. Go to remote eyes, camera. So we're gonna take a picture from the front camera. They have no clue right now that we're doing this. And let's see if it works. Wow. Yeah, that's our tester. From photos to text messages to call logs. We can even track their location at any moment. So Shabazz just popped up here. We're gonna find out where he is right now. So, here he is. It's near a golf club and a fire station. And we have the actual address, but we're not gonna give you that. It's pretty unreal. You can see these things on their smartphones. We've only skimmed the surface, but I'm feeling uneasy knowing their personal information is right at my fingertips. Before our big reveal, I want to know what the real pros can do. We're in Las Vegas, about to step into the underground world of hacking. Tag along. This should be interesting.
At Black Diamond, we put a lot of effort into our sauces, crafting delicious flavors with real cheese, real cream, making it real easy to make a meal. Whether or not you tell people that is up to you.
Okay, so
New
let's
Black
find
Diamond
out.
cheese sauce. Tasty and cheesy, made
You want to complete them all?
Yes, some previous to happen to us because
Make you scary. You are not using your phone after watching it.
Welcome to DESICON, the largest hacker convention in the world, where thousands of hackers unite. We're about to meet some white hat hackers. They hack for the greater good to expose flaws in the industry. From the fun and frivolous, so you've created a player that never loses.
Well, why don't we give it a try ourselves here and see how you fare?
Okay. I'm getting beat down. I don't even know what I'm doing here.
Oh, and there it is.
Loser, that's me. To hacks with high stakes, like this gadget called the Briefcase of Doom. It can clone your credit cards. So you would become me, essentially.
Yeah, I would become you until it was no longer financially available because I've already stolen all your money.
Until you drain all my money out.
Exactly. Then I'm going to be somebody else. The only thing that you need to do is it's done.
Just like that, he can steal my identity. Time to up the ante. Chris and Michelle are human hackers. No high-tech gadgets here. They say they can hack me using personal info I've shared online. You're going to assume my identity right now.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. They start by spoofing my number, so it looks like they're calling from my phone. After just a few minutes. She just got my balance. Did you just get that?
Yes.
As a recording?
She just got my phone balance, what I owe, on a recording from typing in my phone number. That's it.
When she gets a rep on the phone, she stays in character.
Hi, my name is Asha, and I'm hoping you can help me with some account information. And so I just wanted to get the account number. And are you able to give that to me? Oh, that'd be so wonderful.
Now she's digging for my banking details.
Did I use my Visa or Amex on that? What, is it just making debits straight from my account then? Is that how it's set up? You know what, I'm getting married soon, so I'm wondering if I can get my fiancé added to the account. Thank you. We're planning a wedding, but it's really stressful, you know?
It takes no time before this human hacker is able to add someone else to my account. And that's not all.
I'm really super stressed right now, I apologize. Can I do a password reset on the account?
Whoa, she locks me out. Chris says people share a lot of info about themselves online, making it easy for hackers to find and use against you.
First of all, is just be cautious of what you put online. Like, this is really the crux of it, right?
So what shouldn't you put online?
Your date of births, your home addresses, your email addresses. We tell people sometimes to have like a throwaway email.
Word to the wise, lock your information down on the World Wide Web. So, how easy is it for the pros to hack into my phone?
It's getting scary. It happens all the time.
Security researcher Cameron Camp is about to show me just how much I gave away.
You were sent a link.
Yeah.
And you clicked on that link.
I did.
And so here's the information that came from that. A picture of you in Hollywood, a fire near your house, and you look wonderful in that wedding dress, and you like taking selfies with your niece. It's easy to know a lot about you from what is on your phone.
Funny, the things that get you. For me, it was seeing a picture of my niece on his computer. And it doesn't stop there. He says he could access my calendar, instant messages, even my banking details. So when it comes to banking, my money could be drained and I wouldn't even know it?
Yes, you would never know.
After this eye-opening experience, it's time to flip the script. How much information are you giving away?
You guys have access to all my information. You guys could have taken pictures at the wrong time. Could have listened to conversations that were private.
Kind of creepy.
It makes you feel violated. The big reveal on your marketplace. What do you need to know about your smartphone? Head to our Facebook page for more info. How your apps can spy on you. This is your marketplace.
So are you scared?
Yes. I will never be the same now. I believe totally apart.
So this will play our topics. Yeah? Information security. It's happening every day, yeah? I always get a message, yeah? You got a payment from Canada government. Because inflation, yeah? $200, what are you going to do? Yeah, I saved my bank account. The first bank account.
Yeah, one time I was talking with my
All your money gone. Right? So it's happening every day. Make sure, right? Just got it. Yeah? So this okay. So let's quickly go through these interesting things. Summarize what we have watched. So basically, the company care about assets. You know, everybody love to collect data. Yeah. So they also, you know, you have to protect this data. That privacy issue, right? Which is right, which is wrong. Asset issue. So asset will relate to privacy, accuracy, and your property, IP particularly, accessibility. All this will relate to asset issue. Yeah. And luckily, we Canada have this law, right? Have you heard this law before? Yeah, PPTA. You need lots of money because of these things. If there's business there, you can get a lawsuit, get a payback. Yeah. So this is law, Canadian law, Personal Information Protection and Electronic Document Act, and which is a governance accountability, identification purpose, consent, limited collection, user declassification your information, right? If there any form, Canadian form, you can use the law to protect yourself, right? About privacy, about your, ID, identification entrenched. So information security, right? As IT manager, right? Everywhere can have an information security problem, right? So you access your PC, your mobile phone, to your server, to get your course portal, yeah, get your grade, yeah, submit your assignment. Anything could happen, yeah. You have a router, you have a server, you have a network, and your PC here, your PC there, right? Then you put it in the cloud. So every area there is a risk, right? You need a manager as IT manager. And the visible is hardware, but a lot of software, right? Yeah, operating system, application, the firewall, right? SSL. So there's always some threat. For example, unintentional acts, right? Accidentally delete some of the data, yeah? Unintentional acts. And natural disaster, earthquake, fire. Make sure you graded there. This university on fire, right? Yeah, you spent 2 years here about to graduate, but all your grade is gone. What are you going to do? Cry? The natural disaster. You need, IT people need to back up, put a safe place. Yeah. Can be earthquakes in Vancouver, safe in the Toronto, safe in the US. Yeah. Safe in Japan. Technical fail, it's normal, right? Anything could have failed, technical fail. Most important is the management fail, yeah? Yeah? People didn't follow the copied rule, right? And there's bad people intrude your system. The most risky is deliberate acts, yeah? Steal your IP, steal your credit card information, spend it. Yeah. So this deliberate acts, espionage, right? Espionage, spying, right? Very, very common, right? Try to get your the core IP, Google search engine, yeah, and Coca-Cola formula, yeah. Then separate or vanish, then information thief, and software attack. All this one relate to deliberate acts. And talk about software attack. One of the very common one is phishing attack. Yeah, phishing attack. Anybody give an example of the phishing attack? Yeah. Anybody lost some money because of this?
Yeah.
Lost what? Fraudulent emails coming in from suspected senders posing as somebody you may know and soliciting information that could be used against you.
Yeah. So I remember when I tried to come back to Waterloo for my PhD, I transferred money, some US dollars here. And then one of the night, daytime in China and evening time here, I got an email. And she said she's my bank account, CIBC financial bank account. Yeah, she's in a big trouble. She wants to borrow $20,000 from me. Yeah, she's very nice to me. What should I do? You say yes? No. Yeah, in doubt about it, right? Just wait for in the morning so I can call this lady. No, it's not me. It's a phishing attack. Yeah. Very common phishing attack is your bank. Make sure, right? Yeah. On your phone, on this. This is a very famous phishing attack. So you basically they give you what do you bank?
I'm using a Scotiabank.
Bank. Okay. You want to go to your bank, right? Yeah. You want to do some banking work, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
So you access the bank webpage, right? Look like it's Scotiabank, exactly, yeah? So what are you going to do? What's your bank card number? And then type your password, right? Yeah? So actually this is a fake, your, Bank of American webpage, yeah? And they want to phishing your bank access information. All your money for tuition fee is gone after this.
I think there are a lot of phishing attacks by message too. I receive like a lot of messages about like I don't know, like kinda you have a problem with your phone, like
same thing, right? For example, you got credit of $200 because of question price, right?
Recently.
Be very careful, yeah?
Exactly, yeah.
Have you lost any money?
No, I didn't click on it.
Remove it, delete it, yeah? So this is a phishing attack. This is a lot of money. This is incident, yeah? All your money account are gone. So basically, the hijacked this bank web page on your phone or on your PC and try to collect your ID, then access your bank information. So you need to protect the information resource. Right? The critical information resource, for example, you cannot access to your grade, right? Otherwise, you can modify your grade. Yeah. So this critical information maybe put in the cloud. So there's multiple layers to protect critical information. For example, physical control. So there's a video talk about Google that protect the cloud, right? The cloud center. So from physical level, they need protection, right? Even you drive around the cloud center, right? And the security guy, don't allow you, or you get your ID permission. Access control, of course, this guy come to your facility, yeah? Make sure, good guy, yeah, right guy. And then your communication control, right? Communication. Then you have application control. All this level until to final data. Give you an idea. About communication control, right? You can use a firewall, yeah, because you can use the VPN, you can use the security socket link, right? For such bank access, right? You can use the HTTPS security layer connect to make sure it's a secure bank rather than by third party web page, right? So file.